What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Double A Hef here. So it's been a little bit of a while since I've done my last video. Obviously, you guys know that for the most part, I record the videos and then I release them in later dates. So it's actually been a while since I've actually made a video for you guys, but I'm doing this video mainly, as you can see with the title, as I don't want to say celebration, but more of like a noticing, a noticing of things that have come, things still to come, and not just my life, but everyone's life. I think that we as a people need to do a better job of looking at the world as a whole, instead of being so tied up in what's going on with our lives. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, it's easy to see what's going on right in front of you. I get that. I'm sure most of you do. But I believe that the better you can interpret and understand what's going on in the world around you, you'll be able to better navigate through your own. All right. So that's why I'm saying that. So obviously, first things first, I want to start off by saying thank you so much for all the support that I've been getting. I've started this channel roughly about a year ago. Well, I mean, I've always had a YouTube quote unquote account, but I wasn't doing anything on it. It was just, I had a YouTube account. But roughly, I believe like January 12th or 13th was the day I uploaded my first video. So we're pretty much almost there. So I'm just gonna say it's been a year since I started with 4 subscribers. And obviously there's been a lot of naysayers, haters, doubters, all that, and along the way. But I just keep going, and that's what I implore all of you to do. Just keep going. There's something that you want to do, something that you're good at. Keep going, because I guarantee you, there's always going to be someone to say some negative-ish to you about it, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, I guarantee you. So, if you're thinking that you're just going to do things and there's not going to be any negativity at all, then you're fooling yourself. All right. So if you're not hearing nothing negative, then you're not doing something right. All right. So again, I want to thank all of the subscribers that I have from the beginning, to the ones that I have now, to the ones that I'm going to get in the future, to all the people that listen to my videos and actually take something away from it. It means a great deal to me to be able to create content that resonates with people, especially my target audience, the quote unquote black man. So I'm very, very happy to have made it this long and continue to do it. Obviously, there's been ups and downs, and I haven't been the most frequent of uploaders, but obviously there's growing pains, there's learning to do, there's always you're getting better. So again, and I hope that you guys are doing the same thing in your lives. So that's first things first. Second, obviously, as you can see on the screen, it's the year 2022 now. I don't really want to get into a lot of the esoteric of 2022 and what this year is going to bring. That whole, third dimensional understanding, all that stuff. You're going to have to go to a different page to get that. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes here and there, I'll drop some of that. But for the most part, I'm trying to keep it two-dimensional, straightforward, what the quote-unquote black man needs to focus on, on that type of level. Now, obviously, there's other channels out there that do go into the third dimensional and the higher levels of understanding and esoteric. And I recommend definitely go checking out some of those channels. One that I would recommend would be definitely Chronicles of Judah 144. That brother does a great job of breaking things down, all the way down. So definitely, again, Chronicles of Judah 144. Check out his channel if you're looking for more deeper understanding and esoteric understanding and breakdown. So that's number 2. 2022 is upon us. And obviously, what's today? The 2nd, I believe. So yesterday was the 1st, and obviously the day before that was New Year's Eve. And obviously everyone gets caught up in all the festivities, which, as we know, I'm sure the majority of the people on my channel know, that's all, paganism again. But what I want to say is this. There's nothing wrong with coming upon January 1st or just January, the month, at all, and saying, you know what? I'm going to make some goals, or I'm going to, like look back at what I did in 2021. You know, I think again, our people don't do this enough, and we need to begin to do so. We need to be able to look back, and then we can move forward. So, but once you look back, what you can do is see how far you came, and hopefully you're on a path. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're on a good path, obviously. And you have goals and you're trying to accomplish them. And hopefully when you look back, you can say, okay, damn, like I was here and now I'm over here. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like I just said, I started my channel roughly a year ago. Like a week would be a year roughly. And I can look back, because I had goals, obviously. My goal was to get 100 subscribers. I'm pretty sure I said that in like my first or second video. My goal was to get 100 subscribers. So obviously I doubled that in a year. So again, you have to be able to look back. Well, first you have to have goals. If you don't have goals, obviously you need to start right now. Stop this video, pause this video, sit down, get a piece of paper, think about where you are in your life, who you are. Obviously you have to have some level of understanding of that first. So write that down, figure out who you are, where you want to go, and then in the time frame that you want to do it in, And once you have that written down, then you can say, okay, hey, all right, now I can monitor this. So for instance, a year ago, I said I want to have at least 100 subscribers in a year. Now we're on a year almost, and I'm at 202 to date. So obviously, not only did I reach my goal, I surpassed my goal. So now this year, my goal is going to be, I'm going to put pressure on myself. And I'm going to say, I'm going to shoot for 500 subscribers. Now that might sound crazy to a lot of y'all, but at the end of the day, you have to put pressure on yourself. You have to be that caterpillar that creates that cocoon that's going to create pressure on yourself, that's going to transform you into a better version of yourself. So yeah, I'm going to say 500 is my goal. Like, not to gain 500 more subscribers this year. No. To gain 300, or actually 298, to get me to a total of 500 subscribers. That's my goal. So obviously I have my goal. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to think about ways that I can create better content, create more relevant content for you guys, create more of a schedule for you guys with the content. That way when it's coming. You don't have to guess or be on the lookout, stuff like that. I'm going to, come up with a whole plan on how I'm going to accomplish that. And then obviously, for instance, in June, because that's halfway through the year, if I'm not at least 150 extra subscribers, then all right, hey, I know that I'm behind the mark. So I'm saying all this, y'all, to say, hey, it's imperative that you set goals for yourself, no matter how big, no matter how small, because you have to continue going on the path. Obviously, ideally, the good path, a righteous path, but a path nonetheless. We need to be on the path. And you need to be able to look back and say, oh, I did this, I accomplished this, as opposed to looking back and saying, well, I didn't do shit. Because unfortunately, there's too many of our brothers out there that literally their life is just passing them by. They're not living. So when I say a lot of people out here are losers, I really mean that. Like, you are losing. You're losing, man. Now, some of you may have noticed I've been posting some like short films to the YouTube. I've been posting some music to the YouTube. And you're going to see some more of that for a couple reasons. One, because obviously those are things that I like to do. But for those of you that don't know, I've been in a band. My first band I was in, I was 18 years old. I taught myself the guitar. Obviously, growing up in Brooklyn, I ain't never seen a guitar in my life unless it was on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like Back to the Future type shit. I've never seen a guitar. Never seen no one actually play a guitar in live person. None of that. And it was always, associated with whiteness. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, again, that's a reality that a lot of quote unquote black people have. Not just me, but and I'm not ashamed to say it. Yeah, like a guitar was a white thing. Just like if you spoke quote unquote proper, that was also seen as a quote unquote white thing. Like you're talking white. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, or you think you're better and stuff like that. And so obviously, that is something that still is relevant to this day, as there's still quote unquote black people that have that mindset. So we have to shake them from that. But I digress. Oh man, sorry. my son got me sick. He got sick. He went to he started daycare, and obviously the first week this little nigga got sick, got me sick. So, and nah, it's not the Rona. If that's what y'all thinking, it's not the Rona. I got tested for that. I'm good on that so far. So anyway, damn, hold on. So anyway, we have to be able to look and say, okay, this is where I want to go, and make that plan. Oh no, I was saying why I'm dropping all the videos and stuff like that. So number two, aside from number one being that I'm very, like, that's what I like to do. Obviously, the whole filmmaking thing, that's something new to me. You know, I've never done it, but I'll explain to you why I'm starting it. I always wanted to be in a movie. I always said I would love to be in a film or like a play or whatever the case may be. But obviously in high school, that wasn't, you know, I wasn't going to be in theater. You know, I was too busy playing sports. So so that definitely wasn't going to happen. But I always knew, like, hey, you know, I could definitely be in a movie. I have character. I could do that, you know, stuff like that. You know, just having confidence in yourself. So obviously, as I gotten older, you know, I haven't gotten any opportunities to actually do any of that. So I'm looking around like, hey, you know, I'm getting older, and this shit about to not ever happen. So, you know, I said, you know, fuck it. I know I could be in a movie. I can make my own damn movie. So then I've just been studying a lot on filmmaking and stuff like that, and different, you know, camera setups and all of it. And I've been learning so much lately. And obviously, I'm putting it to work. So again, I'm saying this to say, you can't limit yourself. You know, if there's something that you want to do, you can't be like, oh, well, you know, oh, the white man stopped me, or this is stopping me, whatever. Ain't nothing stopping you. You know what? And not only that, I'm filming these short films and shit on my phone, the same phone I'm talking to you on right now. Like, boop, 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 boop. This phone, that's the same phone. So I don't have no high-end camera, no nothing like that. And I didn't, you know, buy no high-end books and nothing like that. I I just got the camera on this phone, which happens to be a decent one, which is good. And then, you know, I bought this like phone holder thing from Walmart for like $7. And, you know, like that. And again, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm, you know, revolutionizing the game, or I'm about to win an Oscar or something like that. I'm not saying anything like that. But I'm saying that I'm not limiting myself. I'm not counting myself out. You know, so again, are there haters in this endeavor of mine? Of course. There's always haters. Always haters, man. Especially when you're doing your own thing. You have your own, like, ruling class mentality, and you're trying to, you know, be your own boss, make shit happen on your own accord. You're always going to have haters, man. And they always start from inside your circle. Understand that. They always start from inside your circle. So do not be discouraged when it comes. Because it will come. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. All right? So and number two, why I'm putting all this stuff out, like the extra stuff, is that, you know, as I'm, you know, my son's growing up and stuff like that, I understand that anything can happen at any moment. So I want to be able to leave my catalog, not only the videos that I leave for you guys, that way if anything were to happen to me, he'd have them, and he'd have some guidance as he grows, but also my catalog, because I want my son to be able to see, hey, my father did this. My father, you know, he's made several albums. You know, he released his own album on Spotify. He made short films and all sort of stuff. So pretty much saying that, hey, you can do whatever you want to do. You know, you are not a victim. Don't believe for 1 second that you're a fucking victim just because that's the quote unquote narrative. All right, that you're a slave. You came from a slave. You've always been a slave. You came from the west coast of Africa. No, that is not your reality. That's some bullshit. So no, my son's not going to be indoctrinated. Sorry, y'all. Be indoctrinated with that bullshit. Excuse my language, but that's just what it is. So that's another reason why. And a third thing that's coming up, I'm going to actually start speaking about some sports topics. Now, my older brother, you know, we were speaking about 2 weeks ago, and he was saying, hey, yo, you know, you should probably like start talking about football. And I was like, you know, I thought about it, but you know, he was like, no, seriously, because like, you know it. You know, you've played it your whole life. And for those of you that don't know, obviously, I played football my whole life. I played Pop Warner. When I moved to Jersey, we didn't have that in Brooklyn, not when I was there, at least, not to my knowledge. So I didn't start playing football until I got to Jersey. I played Pop Warner, played high school, all-state, you know, getting recruited, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. Played at a junior college, played arena football, semi-pro arena football. Let me correct that. So regardless, I played football my whole life. I didn't stop playing until like I retired from arena at the age of 27. when I bought my first house, because I was like, I'm not, out here making enough to risk getting injured. And then I had this damn 30-year loan on my name. So I was like, yeah. So I had to make a decision. It is what it is. But yeah, football's one of those sports where obviously, you can't play it forever unless you're playing flag, which I just started playing flag recently in a quote unquote Christian league, which was pretty fun to be back around the game. It's not the same, but it's still, it does enough for me. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some videos about sports as it pertains to mainly football and mainly the New York Giants, because that's my favorite football team. Obviously, I'm, a native New Yorker, so that's my squad. I'm a Giants fan, Mets fan, Knicks fan. Yeah, that's it. And I mean, I don't root against the Jets or the Yankees unless, they're playing my team. But, the Nets, the Nets. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it, y'all. For the most part, just want to give y'all a little update, what's going on. Let y'all know that I have goals. Y'all need to have some goals, too. I'm sure most of y'all do. But if y'all do, then this video wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? This video for the ones that don't have any goals, And obviously, like the goal I told you about mine, that's only one goal. I have many goals. I have many, many, many goals, and you should have many goals. Not too many. You don't want to just be making goals that you're never going to complete. And then, that doesn't, you're not helping anybody, mainly yourself. So, have enough goals within reason, as it pertains to things that are in your life. For instance, that YouTube goal, I have a YouTube channel. So I have goals associated with YouTube. Obviously I have an ultimate goal of YouTube to get to the monetization point. All right. But, that's like a long-term goal. My short-term goal, especially for the year, is, hey, I want to get to 500 subscribers. And I'm going to do that, with you guys, most importantly. So thank you in advance. But I have goals as it pertains to, as a father, what I want to get accomplished in this next year, and in the next 5 years and 10 years and 20 years, being a father. There's goals that I have, as a quote unquote, husband, in this day and age, what you consider to be a husband. I have goals as it pertains to, my flag football league. I have goals as it pertains to my music, and, I'm thinking about doing another album soon, and also obviously I have the short film stuff going on. I have a goal. I have goals to, at least get 2 of them out, by the calendar year, which is it takes a lot of time, the short film stuff. If y'all don't know, if you don't know now, I'm letting you know. It takes a lot of time, especially if you're doing it like one-man band like I am, where you're the producer, you're the director, you're actually filming it yourself and all that stuff, and then you're going back and you're editing and chopping it up. So, it's very time consuming, but again, it's very rewarding, especially when you put the time in to learn something and to get better at a craft. So again, y'all, you know what? Nothing but love from me to y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. I appreciate all the support again, for the channel AAF, the True Scope, even with my media, the podcast that we have with my boy Big Mike on Spotify, and the YouTube channel that we have. All the support, man, and I know there's more to come. I wish all of y'all nothing but a safe and happy New Year. And again, just to remain focused and remain vigilant on what you have in front of you. You got to take a step before you cross that finish line. So, and that's just what it's got to be. Every day that you're making sure you're taking steps, that you're auditing yourself. That way you're removing things that are, prohibiting you from moving forward. And that may be in the form of a negative or abusive relationship that you have, or maybe something that you're holding on from your past, whatever the case may be. Everybody has a story to tell. So it's up to you to identify what's holding you back and let it go. Let it go. Because I don't know about y'all, but I know about me. The last thing I want to do is be looking back 20, 30 years and saying, you know what? I could have did this if I would have just did that. Like, no. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what people got to say. All right. So again, nothing but love for y'all, man. Please do me a favor. Keep liking, sharing, subscribing to all the videos, commenting. Even like I said, even the negative comments, that's cool too. Just keep it respectful, because some of y'all be getting kind of crazy. And then, that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna be dropping some more videos soon. I do plan on doing a review a short review of the new Matrix movie. I really liked the Matrix trilogy, like the original trilogy. So obviously I was very excited for the new Matrix film, and obviously yeah, there's a lot to unpack with that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And that's it, man. Peace.